All right, so an activist is just anybody that takes action to change the world around them. I mean, basically they look at the world and go, not really cool with how things are going down, and I want to change it. I want to make a difference. But here's the thing, what do you think of when you hear the word activist? I mean, maybe you think of like, I don't know, that Truth campaign where they want you to like stop smoking, so they put like body bags around, you know, buildings downtown or something. Maybe you think of somebody that you studied in school, maybe in history class, you know, maybe like Martin Luther King or Gandhi or something like that. Maybe you think of a politician. We think of a lot of different things. But the weird thing is, as Christians, for some reason, Christians have always really seen activists as the enemy. I mean, we think of the word activist, and a lot of times we think of something negative because, I mean, let's face it, a lot of what the activists want to change, we disagree with. I mean, many of the most outspoken activists, they speak out against Christianity. They want to do things like take prayer out of school or take the 10 Commandments like out of the State House, you know, support like same-sex marriages. I mean, things like that. And so as Christians, I mean, we don't want to be labeled like those activists, you know? They're the enemy. And so Christians say less and less, and we do less and less. And meanwhile, the voices for the things that hurt the heart of Christ, man, the voices get louder and louder. Well, the topics that God truly cares about, they slowly fade away. But the truth is, God's called us to action. God has called us to live as activists. But the causes that we fight for, I mean, they're not the most glamorous. They're not always going to be on TV. They never revolve around ourselves. We fight for what God fights for. We fight for His people, you know, His creation. We fight to end oppression, to end slavery. We fight to end poverty, famine. If you look at the Bible all the way back in Deuteronomy, it says that God looks after the cause of the fatherless, the widow, the immigrant, you know, the homeless, that God cares about these people. It's like way back at the beginning of the book, He's saying, you know what, you're going to learn a lot about who I am. You're going to learn a lot about my Son, Jesus. But you need to know this right off the bat, that this is what I stand for. You know, I stand for helping out the people that are down and out, the poor. You know, I stand for the people who are hurting, who are lonely. I want to make a difference. And you know what? As Christ followers, if you say that you follow me, if you say that you have a relationship with me, it means you're going to care too.